Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. TikTok, you don't stop. I will help you make your paper stack. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? 205-964-5243. Yep. 205-964-5243. You know.
Good afternoon, good evening for Flippinar 256. Today's title is, what is today's title? Something about being young. The owner says that you sound young. Does age matter? Wholesaling houses. There we go. All right, so we're in here. I think Renika will officially be back next week.
I got a question. Did TikTok change?
What?
Like, is there an update? Like, I hit the plus. There's no live. Where's live?
I hadn't. What's that?
Was it something you needed to do on your end? Hey, y'all.
Why is it?
Do you see?
Message should be doing sent between seven. Send it now. I don't know what they tell me what to do. You said has it changed? Let me look real quick.
I hit the plus.
I haven't updated it. Let me see.
And it just says camera and templates.
Yeah, it's live on mine. I don't know what the live went at.
And then there's a little live in the corner, and no, that's other people live, not me. So I went home, and I'm home.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look at it. I'll hand it over here.
Oh my gosh!
But you still need to hand me the mics, though.
I handed them. They're right there.
Oh, okay.
You see?
Yeah. What's that?
It's not there.
Well, no, this on this ain't my account. That's why. It's on Jessica. See detail. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. We're trying to get this.
Hey, Angel, Darius, Matthew, Jacqueline, Ignatius. I see you. Go ahead and start posting those questions in the chat. Adria was having some technical difficulties that Ty is having to fix for me, but I'm glad you're here on this Thursday evening. I'm going to go over some housekeeping things as we get started, but go ahead. As I stated, post the questions in the chat. That's for Instagram and TikTok as well.
Here we go. Here you go.
So it wasn't me?
Nah, it was just on the wrong account.
Oh, right.
You gave me two pink ones.
You said use the pink ones and the green ones. I have greens.
No, I need a green and you need a pink. There you go.
We're here. You can have a green. And I will take a pink.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Wow.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, so we got it figured out. So everyone's here, so get a couple things out of the way. If you want to join us live, text the word GATOR to the number 205-964-5243. We'll get you on the live stream. Text the word GATOR to 205-964-5243. Still have it available. AtlantaCashBuyers.com is available. Not only do you get the brand name, the website, along with me coaching you through unlimited deals. So all you have to do is just go to AtlantaCashBuyers.com and just tap the buy now button for pricing. We also have Cash Buyers of Philly.com for the Philadelphia market and Cash Buyers of Dallas for the Fort Worth area. Cash buyers of Dallas.com and cash buyers of Philly. You can go to those sites. If you have trouble reaching them, just hit me up. But they all come with the sites themselves. You can stand out from the rest of the crowd. But mainly, you get me as a coach, a coach. My mama would say coach. So with that being said, remember the last thing here, we'll go with AP. Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily.
All right. It's over to me.
Over
This
to
is
you.
the place where you ask questions, Ty answers the questions, and all I do is read the questions and give my little tidbits in between. All right, to join us live, text the word GATOR, GATOR, to the number 205-964-5243. Get your questions asked and get pumped to the front of the line and able to ask any follow-up questions that you may have. Hey, sis, that's Angel. So go ahead and post those questions in the chat. We've already done our housekeeping and giving you some tidbits of information. So going straight to Instagram, 2true_Taylor. Is that your pen, folks? Wants to know, how do we get started?
Could be not.
Oh,
Who's to say?
Hey, Bob.
How do you get started? Well, you're here. So text VIP for a list of videos, playlists that will get you going in the right direction. You text the letters VIP to this number, 205-964-5243. And that'll get you going in the right direction. So, boom. Go and I'm not brushing you off, but you just got to educate yourself. And once you educate yourself on the process, something magical is going to happen. You will know what to do. So you got to have the patience to educate yourself. If you don't have the patience to educate yourself, go ahead and do something else. It might not be for you. If somebody come with me like that, well, I ain't really got time. Okay, well, that's cool. Hey, this ain't for, this ain't the only way to make no money. But if you don't have the patience to educate yourself, you probably ain't gonna be this. It's not gonna go well for you in real estate, period, because it takes a great deal of patience. But the trade-off of that is one payday may be more than what you're making yearly right now for some people, for a lot of people. So anyway,
boom.
I think you need to zoom in a little bit or something.
Zoom in from where?
Here.
Yeah, I don't.
Seem like I'm low. Is this the chair? Or my chair low? Or? No, that's high as it comes.
Oh, well, I don't think so. But
That's it. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Oh, right there.
Oh, there you go. There you go. They want to get up and close to your boy. You know what I'm saying?
We all up in your grill. Okay. So yeah, Too True just says he has been following for a couple of years, but finally in a position to be fully committed. Yes, you can text that same number, and that number is 205-964-5243. Okay, so Sandy Louisa says about your ebook. Let's see here. How do I get the course and get help, please?
If you purchased, it's normally one or two things if you didn't get what you paid for. Either you are not checking the email address you made the payment with, there was a typo in the email address, or it's in your spam, because it's just automatic. As soon as you make the payment, you get it within seconds. But what you could do is if you email support, that's support@flipmasterclass.com. I'll put it down here in the little banner thing. Okay. I'll create one for that.
Cool. Anya Bledsoe says, where have you gotten most of your buyers from? Like, where do most of your buyers come from?
Most come from marketing deals. That's one way. You can only sell a property to one person, but 20 may call you. So those are the 19. You're going to collect their information for future deals. That's ideally what you're supposed to do. Now, you can build a serious buyers list just through Facebook, through people that post deals there. Buyers will comment on those deals. Hey, send me what you have in this area, and their email address, sometimes their phone number, and obviously you can reach out to them through Messenger. That's an effective way. If you text the word buyers to 205-964-5243, that video will explain how to leverage real estate agents to build a buyers list. You can use old Google by just doing a search for "sell my house fast" and the name of whatever city you're targeting for need a buyer for, and that's a great way also.
All right, that was the follow-up question. I do believe you answered that. Anya was asking, is Facebook really good for marketing?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, it is going to be the answer.
Yes.
All right. Business Funder says, have you ever heard of Carlton Sheets?
Well, interesting story. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of it. When I was in my 20s, infomercials still run. They don't seem like, I guess I don't watch a lot of local TV, so I might not see them. And and then if you were up late at night, a lot of times you might be watching a local station or whatever. Well, it may not have to be a local station, but anyway, so, infomercials will come on throughout the night. And so one of them, really early in the morning, like, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., especially on the weekends. And one of the commercials that used to run was Carlton Sheets, no money down real estate course. And so when I got turned on to it, I didn't act on it at that time. Long story short, that inspired me to look into it more. So to answer your question, I'm not going to go through the whole diatribe on that. But that inspired me to look into it more, even though I didn't initially purchase his course. But I did purchase his course after I started doing deals. And what I purchased, it was too vague. If it was somebody that was just starting out, you wouldn't know what he was talking about, right? And it was the course was an upsell to something higher to get more information or whatever it is. That's the game. But because I was already doing it, I knew what he was talking about without him explaining. When he just touched on something but not going into great detail, I knew what he was talking about. Not that I knew everything, but what I purchased, I knew what he was talking about. So, Carlton was part of why I'm here right now, baby. Right. A huge part of a huge part of it.
Okay.
Like sometimes people go to a seminar or something, or pay for a seminar, some coaching. And that may even be the case of some people that will consume my content, pay for it or whatever. And they may have not gotten what they wanted from what they purchased, right? Mm-hmm. But it inspired them to look deeper. Now, some people just, this doesn't work, and they just don't even touch it again. But a lot of people, it inspires them to go look deeper, right? So even though you may have paid for something that you really didn't get from that individual or that course, if it inspired you to look deeper and for you to find the answers that you were really, that course did actually do what it's supposed to do, in the sense that I'm sure, especially with real estate, you got your money back in most cases if you actually started doing deals. So, but a lot of people, obviously, like with most things, I try not to present the shiny things in this, and that sort of stunts. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but I try not to present the shiny stuff. I like to let you know the money is real, right? But I try to be very transparent that it's not easy. Now, I may explain it simple or whatever, but I hope I come off as, hey, you can do it, but it takes some work, and the first part of the work is educating yourself. You know, especially when the information is free, as much content that I personally give away. So I don't know if I answered that question or not, but
You did. So CJ Madden, hey there. Someone wants retail. Thai house built. The Thai. Someone wants retail. Thai. The house was built in 2018 in a subdivision. All are high. I gave her an ARV, and she said no thanks. What in the world do we do with retail? But you shouldn't be giving the seller the ARV if you're trying to wholesale.
well, yeah, for the purpose of wholesaling, you know, paying full price or anything close to it is not going to work. That's not the game that we're in, right? Now, you could pay full price, or that's a new house, basically. 2018 is only 2023, the date of this video, right? 5 years old. It can't be in that bad. I guess it could be, but normally not in that bad of condition. So that could be leveraged into something else, such as possibly an Airbnb, you know? So that's possible, you know, but it's not going to fly as a wholesale deal unless you set up the terms and you wholesaled out the terms for somebody that wants to do a rental or some form of owner financing or an Airbnb or a combination of those. But for the normal cash wholesale deal where we need to get it really cheap, there's nothing you can really do because they're normally going to owe more than what makes sense anyway. Even if they wanted to sell it to you at a significant discount, they're normally going to owe more than what makes sense, and they're not willing to bring money to the table to close it. So.
All right. Thank you for answering that question for CJ Madden. So Lasagna wants to know what happens with unclaimed properties in counties or states.
What happens with unclaimed properties in counties or states? Well, that's basically gets into a tax delinquent situation, because if a property goes unclaimed and the taxes haven't been paid in X number of years, then at some point, depending on the state and how their process works, it's going to go in a tax delinquent status, and it's going to give individuals an opportunity to get some form of ownership, or it goes back to the state and they liquidate however they liquidate. So normally what's going to happen, that tax delinquency on the property is going to kick in if it's going unclaimed.
All right. Okay, so Dig268 on TikTok says, what markets do you wholesale in the most? I'm in a course right now, and I think I'm going to crush it.
He's in a course?
Yes.
Well, I live in Birmingham, so it's just naturally here. The most. I really can't say nowhere else because we get them as they come from other parts of the country, which is not that many. I wish it was a lot more, but you know, I'm open to it. Trying every day. But I live here in the Birmingham, that is.
All right. So what do you think about the market currently?
Opportunities are there. You know, it's not as hot as it was with properties just falling off the shelf or whatever, but it's still going to be endless opportunities because there's just so many things you can do with the real estate, even just with residential real estate. So just get out there and find a motivated seller, man. You'll have a buyer for it. Motivated seller is defined by how cheap you can get the property, right? People can say they're motivated, but does the price show that they're motivated?
All right. Okay, so 408_Lynn on Instagram says, where can we get the contracts, purchase, assignment agreements, etc.?
Oh, great question. So where can you get the paperwork, the contract, the purchase and sales agreement, the assignment contract? Boom. The assignment contract, no, because I don't use it. I don't do it that way. But if you text the word contract to the number 205-964-5243, I explain it. I explain how to fill it out for sellers and buyers and how to get it signed by a few clicks. Click, click, click. Boom.
Clickety, click, click.
But yeah, I've been giving that contract away for years, all over the country. So yeah, that's how you get it. Text the word contract to 205-964-5243. Now you know.
All right, Shaq Smith, what's up? From Detroit West Side in the house. Flipman, I wanted JV some vacant land deals with you. What's the minimum acres they'll buy?
Well, I guess it wouldn't really be a minimum acreage. It just depends on where it is, what you can get it for, what's going on around it. Just like with any other parts of real estate, some is going to be a lot more attractive than others. It's just such a wide parameter of stuff that I really want that it's hard to hurt. I'll do this. Let's just do this right quick. Now, where was he at? He was on YouTube or where?
The land.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's on. Let's see here, YouTube. Yes.
Okay, he's on YouTube. Okay,
Yes.
so let's do this. Let me just show you this video real quick of what I'm looking for. Go ahead with the next question while I'm pulling this up.
Okay, so Douglas Williams wants to know, why can't I ever find the right person who's supposed to own the property? All the numbers are wrong for the contact person.
Okay, so he's saying having trouble with skip tracing. I guess the question would be, are you using a paid or a free service? That would be the next question.
Okay.
Or whatever. So but let me show you this video here.
All right, Shaq, this is for you and everybody else.
It's very I'll take on more than that. But this is what I'm particularly looking for right now. So hold on 1 second. Entire screen. Boom. So let's do this. All right.
Boom.
Boom. So let me stop the sharing. So boom. Yeah. So there we go.
All right. Thank you.
Who's up next?
Thank you. Thank you. Chat Tap. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. In that chat group, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, and that group, Chat Tap says, who was apprehensive to initially start and what got you to make that leap? So go ahead, put in that chat box. Make sure you tag Chad and give him your input on that as you continue to listen and ask questions. Emma Couture. Hopefully I said that correct. Says, hola, bonjour, hello, peace and blessings. Love it. So Samad wants to know, how do we get a hold of the script you use on cold calls? So cold calling, what you saying?
Yeah, right here. If you text the word script to 205-964-5243, that video has got you covered.
All right, guys, nobody's hopped on to join me, to join us. Text the word GATOR, GATOR. You do have it on, right?
Yeah, I got it right tonight.
To 205-964-5243.
Right.
We would love to have you on with us. So Hassan Black wants to know, can you wholesale individual apartments?
Can you wholesale individual apartments? I guess he means like it's a 10-unit building and it has 10 separate owners. Yes, if that's the situation.
Okay.
But if it's not, then no. You know, it's all or nothing.
Okay. Kali said, do you have land buyers in the California market?
Most definitely.
All right, there you have it, Kayla.
Most definitely. Let's get it.
Okay. Black Royal King.
Black Royal King. BRK.
BRK.
What the
Burke.
What was the BTK? That was
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But yeah. Stop Netflix. Okay. Watching
They called him, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, like they called him through his DNA, through one of them genealogy things, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But he was on the run for
a long time.
30 years.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. A deacon at the church, former police officer. Doing it.
That'd be the ones. Okay, so Black_Royal_King.
I think I'm right on that.
Can you explain skip tracing and how to do it and what's the best site to use it? So let's go back to keep it simple. What is skip tracing?
Yeah, well, you know how I like to get there.
Oh, here we go. Here goes the definition.
Skip tracing. You know, it's all about education, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the old Google definition of this. It's a powerful tool if you use it. Well,
Google ain't tell you nothing.
You have to properly put in the correct information.
Oh, okay.
Defined.
Okay.
Real estate skip tracing means looking for property owners, prospects, or property leads. This process involves using the known address of a building or house to find property owners other investors haven't found yet. That's an interesting definition. Basically, in a nutshell, you're trying to find who owns a property, you identify that, and then you want to try to either get a mailing address, which that's not difficult to do. And then from there are services out there or tools out there where you can skip trace to get a phone number, possibly an email address. Boom. So now you have completed a skip trace, assuming the information is correct.
All right. Thank you for answering that question for Black_Royal_King. Okay. So Super Rich says, hey, quick question. How do you handle a short sale that is owned by a trust?
How do you handle a short sale that's owned by a trust? Hopefully you're dealing with the trustee. I think that's the appropriate individual that has say-so with for a trust. And it's just going to be work the same way. At the end of the day, there are going to be humans behind trust, LLCs, S corps, and corporations. Going to handle it the same way. I'm assuming you're dealing with that decision maker, the trustee. I think that's the proper title to define that individual that has the say so. The man, the woman, or the person is the man. That's why they say one man, because it's man. Go ahead.
That's why they say human. Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay, Casapine. Been reading up about the FCC and the Do Not Call Text Registry, the good old DNC. They can fine up to $1,500 if they did not sign. If they did not sign up to be contacted. Text messaging is effective, but should I be worried about this?
Well, yeah, man. Everybody have to tread that water.
Lightly.
What I'm saying, just, hey, the speed limit is 70. You drive 71, technically
you're speeding.
You're speeding. It's just it's that, so what's my disclaimer? We only encourage following the law here.
That is it. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we only encourage that. So
follow the law of the land and the law of man, and you will. I don't know. It sounded pretty good starting it off. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna stick with that. All right, Mr. Gibson. You said the video is froze. Where? Anyone else having?
I'm froze.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, freeze. Yeah, you're supposed to freeze. Yeah, freeze. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. So Douglas, in responding to the skip tracing, says, I use paid services and free services, deal machine app, skip trace. None of them have the contact info for the owner. I've done a few deals last year. The money was great. I made over $65K. Now I'm ready to give up because I can't find the owners.
Well, how many people are we talking about? Give a number. 10, 15, 20, 100. How many are we talking about here?
Okay.
And maybe you need to, I recommend texting the word skip. And you can use, I don't know if you're already using them, but hey, text skip to 205-964-5243.
All right. Thank you. Miss Favored wants to know, is there a fee for your script and contract? And that is a no.
Is there a fee for the script and contract? No.
In the words of Greg Wilson.
I'm not going to say I don't lie sometimes, but I'm not lying to you when I say everything you need here is free.
It's for the free.
It's free.
Not for the low.
It's not that I don't sell stuff.
For the free.
And recommend stuff that you can purchase to increase your chances of doing this. But in reality, you don't ever have to spend a dime by just using the content that I provide, and some of the tools I do provide free. Everything here is free to allow you to put a deal together.
There you have it. Nothing else. All right, so obviously _Mr. Blue on TikTok, first time viewer, says hello. Hey, thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate you being here with us. And the rich get rich. The rich get richer. His name is Richard. Instead of the rich get richer, the rich get richer.
That's what's up.
That's cute. He says, I see your brother. Fist bump, the flip man. Keep him coming. All right. So Tony Ralph, I don't know if that would be difficult. Just wants to know if ever it would be possible for you to show us you finding and placing under contract a deal.
I guess he asked me to produce a show. I don't know how to do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Oh, yeah.
No, somebody, they tried to do a wholesale show, but I guess it's not, it is tough to do that. Because now you got to get sellers to agree, but it just
all of that with the camera sitting right there.
Yeah, with the camera sitting right there. Yeah. So how much is that staged? And you know what I'm saying? So
I can see that.
Hey man, just take the information and use it. I ain't no brainiac. Just take the information and use it.
You're a techie.
Yeah, that probably is a preference, but when it's not an option, don't let it stop you because that's your preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I prefer for someone to tell me how to do something versus reading it. But if reading is my only option for me to learn it, I'm not going to allow that to stop me from learning it because I prefer it to be told to me. I'm going to read it if I want to know the information bad enough. Yeah, we got preferences on how we would like to get things, but based on your resources, right? You have to make it work. That separates the ones that are successful as an entrepreneur and those that are not.
Gotcha. So Douglas, you said we're really not answering your question or helping you out with other methods you should try.
On what?
That was the skip tracing question.
I just tested and skip. We use that's batch leads. The only thing I can do is recommend a different service. Some of them are better than others. Now, if you've already used that, then you can pay more money for skip tracing. There are some services out there will get that person's contact information. An attorney that I deal with $15 a skip. Oh, they'll get you their information. If you're willing to pay that kind of money for it, there's services out there get you their contact. But when you start talking about you're spending 25, 15, 25, 15 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, it's going to be a hit or miss.
Gotcha.
Those are pennies to try to make thousands. You just said you make, say, $65,000. So it works. You're not one of these people thinking it works. You know it works. So if you may have to spend more money to get more quality skip tracing.
Gotcha. Thank you.
But when I'm spending 15, 25, 50 cents, if I get 50% of the numbers right, I'm happy. Normally it's going to be higher than that, but if I get 50% of them, I'm going to be elated. For pennies, we ain't selling pencils here now. We're not selling pencils. You're talking thousands of dollars are being made every transaction.
Gotcha. So moving to our next question, and still no one has joined us live. Tony Ralph, you're in the right place to see if what we're telling you will work. You have so many people in the chat. Just Google it. Wholesaling. It's too many people out there.
Oh, you say he doesn't know what it is, or what's you saying?
I just want to see if what you're telling us will work. When he asked, can you show us finding and placing a deal under contract?
Oh my God, man! I don't even know. Like I say, you have to get so many people to agree to that. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to you. I hate when I'm doing real estate. People recognize me as a flip man. I don't like people do it different ways. I'm just telling you personally, those are two different businesses for me. It happens sometimes. It's never really it has blown up in my face. In the sense that because people will go, they'll research it or whatever. And normally I'm using different phone numbers that, that's related to the flip man stuff anyway. But sometimes people do their research or whatever, say, who is this guy? He's talking about, getting houses and putting, I don't want to do business with it. And then some people be like, hey, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But I personally don't like to mix the two. So if I go into a situation where I say, hey, I'm going to record this because I'm going to put it online, blah, 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 or whatever, that may be a deal, but I don't know who would want to do that. Now, some people like that 15 minutes of frame, but I'm not going to allow that to be a deal breaker for me, even putting it a possible deal breaker for me just because I want to record it. That's just me now. People do it different ways or whatever. So, I separate the two. I don't care, if it comes up, it's because they brought it up or whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, that's me or whatever. So, but I separate the two.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Miss Favor says this is my first time on here as well. Well, glad to have you here.
Wow, I love everyone that's here, but the first timers, wow, amazing. I often wonder how did you, Miss Favors, if you could tell us how did you, is this your first time on the live or the first time discovering wholesaling?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
really good question.
Who's out there like this is like they just stumbled onto this tonight? That's what we're gonna call it, the stumblers or the one-nighters.
They're just the
newbies. Everybody saw the newbies, but we need like a special name for people that just stumbled onto this.
They ain't made it to Gator yet, so
No, they ain't gay.
They little minnows,
I-
tadpoles.
Are lizards and alligators related?
In a sense,
They got to be, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They,
yeah.
they got to be in the same family,
Yeah,
right?
I think
Yeah.
they're all reptilians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got to think of a name when people just stumbled
They're
onto
the
this.
geckos instead of the gators.
I guess so. The geckos. Are you a gecko? Did you just who out there stumbled on who stumbled onto this tonight? Like this is like, what are you talking about? But whatever I said, I'm interested enough to have captured your
She
attention.
said both.
Or what?
I don't know. She just said both.
Both what?
I don't know. You said
So no, she's saying both. She just discovered wholesaling tonight,
and she just
and she just stumbled onto this.
Yes.
Oh,
both.
amazing! But how though? How like you were scrolling through YouTube? What's she on? YouTube, Facebook?
YouTube.
Okay, so you were just scrolling through YouTube, saw the thumbnail or something, and boom.
Paul is a gecko. Renata is a gecko. Stacy says we should call him suspect.
Suspect? No, I want some positive.
What? It's suspect. You
Yeah.
will.
So okay. So the woman, what's her name was the
Miss Favor.
Miss Favor. So were you just scrolling on YouTube and saw the thumbnail or something and said, "Let me see what this guy is talking about," or just interesting to me.
I know. So Anthony Callis has a good question, and I'm Team Android, so I would know. Says, hey, Flip Man, could you place a contract only having an iPhone and using the Dealulator app? Like, that's all you got is your phone and the Dealulator app.
Well, I don't have a Dealulator app. I guess he made prop stream, but yeah. I'm a reseller, but
well, Dealulator.com for the contract is what he's saying.
Yeah. You can fill it out there, and now just to pin you have to know. You see, you could download it, so you got to know where your downloads go on your phone. Because you got to be able to access that, to either be able to print it out and or email it, to set it up. But to answer your question, yeah, but as long as the library exists, you could do some of the more detailed stuff that you would need or whatever. So.
That's 15 cents a copy. Okay. Yes, Miss Favorite following back up. She says, yes, I saw your ad on YouTube.
Okay, so she saw the thumbnail. That I guess that green and yellow popped out.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you saw this. You saw this, Miss Favors? Is that what you saw? Is I can wholesale house, a little boy screaming at me. I'm about to slap taste out his mouth.
But why are you yelling at you?
I don't know why he mad. Oh, because the title. Seller says, "You're how old are you? Too young," or whatever it says. I don't know what it says.
Okay.
Motivated seller says you're too young.
Okay.
So the question was, does age matter wholesaling houses to wholesale houses?
Oh,
so that's what I'm asking her. Did she see that? Is that what she saw? She might not remember.
Okay, so Kayla said first on TikTok, anti_niche says she just stumbled. He or she, I can't know. Says I stumbled upon beautiful Scarface say ads on my YouTube and on TikTok.
Who? Beautiful Scarface. That's their name.
Beautiful Scarface.
Oh, okay,
yes.
that's what's up. Okay.
Yes. Wow. Yeah.
So we got a lot of new people like that.
We got a few.
Okay, so so everybody that's new that's stumbling, okay, especially if you're on TikTok or Instagram. Okay, we're just answering questions here, right? So you have no idea what we're talking about for real. But it's about making money with no money in real estate. Let's just say that. It is real, like real. On top of that, I give all the information away for free. If you're on one of those platforms, all you have to do, not now, but when we end, if you go to my bio, please follow me, tap the link that says tap here for free training. It'll take you over to my little link tree thing, whatever it's called, and you can access this playlist of videos that give you a good head start on what to do. Everything you need to know is on my YouTube channel. Over 800 videos. If you include the YouTube shorts, over 1,000. I've been putting this content out since 2008. Everything you need to know is for free. So whoever really wants to do it, you can do it. So we're here on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern to answer questions. Well, around 8:25, 8 to get here. But anyway, so yeah.
Ooh, Oh, wow. See, wasn't paying attention, then I heard that little dig. My ears shot up like, ping, like, oh, he was talking about me. 7-ish, heavy on the ish, and I guess it's my fault, and I will do better. I am a habitual
I'm just tripping.
person. No, you can put my name out there now. Now the new folks know Adrian be the reason why I don't be 7 o'clock on time, but I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. And this is a place where you ask those questions and I answer the questions. And if you have any doubt, go and watch the videos. Google wholesaling. You'll see so many people. You wouldn't have as many people as you see teaching how to do wholesaling, probably for a fee, not for free, if it wasn't legit. So I get it. Y'all are asking, hold my hand, show me from A to Z. Can I see it happen? I mean, if you're that doubtful, maybe this isn't for you. Too many questions, but not enough educating yourself. Because if you educate yourself, you can see that it's for real. Now, Christina Rose says, would you wholesale in a war zone? The seller wants quick claim only. Selling doesn't want a warranty deed. What's your advice? So first, tackle war zones.
Yeah. Me personally, and I probably actually just over time have wholesale more houses in quote unquote war zones. And basically what they're saying, just the neighborhoods that are on the news every night, so you know what that means or whatever. So at the end of the day, people, human beings, good people, just like anywhere else. You got bad people like anywhere else. But those properties, and I put the email address down there for the lady that didn't get the course. If she's on TikTok, on YouTube or Facebook, you'll see it in the scroll down here, the email address, and that's anyone that needs it or whatever. So, but yeah, in war zones, if people are living there, guess what that means, Adrian?
Money can be made there.
They're not living there for free in most cases. Someone's investing. Someone's investing there. So, and normally those houses in those neighborhoods don't have any mortgages on them. So you'll have a lot of equity, which is where the real profit is on a deal available to you. So most definitely, yeah. Now, some people, because they've never lived in those environments, or they just you have to go with what you're comfortable with. But I'm just letting you know, a lot of fortunes are being made or have been made over time in those exact neighborhoods, like fortunes.
All right. Frida, you're more than welcome to join us live and ask that question. Text the word GATOR, GATOR, to the number 205-964-5243. If you needed assistance with comping your property, you will need to join us live for that. Judah, we've answered your question already early in the show, but since you posted it 30 times, I'll go ahead and read it. Ooh. Can you wholesale apartments? If so, how?
Can you wholesale apartments? Yes, you can. It will work the same way with houses once you get a seller and buyer under contract. But getting to that point is different than houses. All right. And one of the great things about apartments, the property doesn't normally have to be as deeply discounted as a house does to make sense as a wholesale deal. One of the other benefits is that everybody's involved. Everyone's involved is normally an investor, from the seller to you, the buyer, obviously. All right. And so, and then on top of that, now on the flip side of that also could be a negative also, but normally it's a positive. The other thing is that normally when you have not normally, but a lot of times when you have a multi-family property, that's depending on how large it is. You can have possible buyers from all over the country. So, but evaluating is not the same as a house. With a house, you're just comparing what other houses sold for. You can somewhat do that with apartments, but a lot of investors will base it on the income that it can produce and or is producing. That's normally how it's more detailed than that, but that's normally how it's determined if you have an opportunity or not. So how much cash flow can it create?
All right, thank you. So this is from Instagram, the D-Town. Oh, 313 says, hey, coach, what is a fair enough finder's fee? Let's say I'm connecting a real estate agent that has a buyer to a wholesaler that has a deal, or a wholesaler to a wholesaler that has a buyer. How can I make sure I have my fee included?
Well, what I would recommend that you always just have a purchase and sales agreement in place, just like you normally would with a seller or a buyer, depending on what side of the deal you're on. If you're on the buyer side, meaning you're producing the buyer, then you're going to have a purchase and sales agreement in place with your wholesaler for that. You're going to be acting as a buyer, depending on what you all agree upon. It's negotiable, but just generally speaking, you're going to act as a buyer, then you'll put your buyer in the contract. Now, if you're on the seller side and you're another wholesaler is going to produce the buyer, then you're automatically already in the chain because you're dealing directly with the seller. So hopefully I explained that the correct way.
Yeah, sounds good.
Me the right way.
Okay, so Kayla, who says she first saw you on TikTok, says, I stumbled onto this in February.
Okay.
Started a wholesaling company in April.
Okay.
Now I'm going full time.
Boom.
Yep.
That's what's up. April? Oh, no, she started in April. What was her name?
That's Kayla.
Kayla. That's what's up.
I guess she started last February.
Okay.
She started a wholesaling company in April.
Okay. So
it's
a year. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah. Good. Pretty good.
Love it.
Anti-niche, this is TikTok. Wholesaling is such a sick approach. I'm trying to get on it in a couple of months, to be honest. A lot to learn.
Yeah. You can do it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So with not newbies, but
what?
whobies.
Oh Lord.
No, that ain't good. That ain't good. Okay.
Right. Who be new here? Who be?
Like, who are you? Like,
who you be?
Who you? Wait a minute. That's what it is. Who you?
Who you?
Who this?
Who that?
No, we'll just say who you. We'll just say like Hoppo.
I just like geckos.
Like Hoppo asked his daddy when Sugar Gabriel was like,
who this woman?
Who this, Paul? He said, who this, Paul? He said, the woman that should have been your mammy.
Oh my God.
Sugar Gabriel? He already knew. He already knew.
Okay. So, Reed Lewis, we've already answered that. So, Beautiful Scarface actually has a question now. I feel like I've tried my best to find leads. Am I missing something? I've done deals for others, but she can't get it out the mud for herself. What's wrong?
Wait a minute now. Define you've done deals for others. Let's do that before I answer that question.
Okay. Follow up with that. Okay. Emma, what you
Adrian has done just a great job of going between TikTok and Instagram, and since you're doing a great job.
Really?
Yeah, because when you interact with TikTok, they really engage in the what's the name go up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he?
What?
KD say look like he fire on the grill.
You know what? The last time I didn't try to grill someone was I was in college. That's how long it's been. I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's about right. So that's 30-some years ago. Or not 30-some years, but in the 90s. So do the math. So
you can't grill.
I had the brilliant idea. We used to grill all the time. We gamble in my dorm room. It was like the gambling spot. So Sundays we might throw some chicken out there or something or whatever. So I had the brilliant idea, right? I said, why don't I just boil the chicken first, and then it's already cooked, and then I put it on the grill just to get the
grill lines, the little smoke,
the charcoal taste or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not realizing the physics behind that is, if the grill is hot and the chicken is hot when you put it on there, that the chicken was gonna stick.
That's why you put foil across.
And I was dead broke, so it was terrible. It ruined it.
Oh my God!
It was ruined it.
It was hot chicken.
No,
Stick
so
it
it just broke up all up. It was drop it down in the thing. It just was terrible. I had to throw it all away.
That's why you like forward process. I'm sorry.
And so I think that's my last run at it. So
Okay.
I just show up. I just show up like this.
Oh gosh, what plate?
Some more, sir? Could I have some more?
Oh, Dogalicia say trying to win a game show to spend a work week with the flip man. Ooh.
To do what?
He said he's trying to win a game show to spend a work week with the flip man.
I don't know. Somebody running that? Oh, my cut in on that. Somebody running that?
No. Yes, Brandon, you're getting all of this for free. The 800 plus videos, 1,000 with the YouTube snippets, Facebook group wholesaling real estate with the flip man. Bunch of people over there. Free, and free from the rooter to the tutor, the scripts, the contract, the calculator, free. But if you want to pay for the course to teach you how to wholesale from 0 to 100, you're more than welcome to pay for that.
Hey.
And they can do so how? By texting.
Oh, yeah, they just text me. I send it up to them.
Okay,
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Just putting it out there. It's all free though. Dennis said that would be a good idea to raffle off a work week with the flip. Yeah, just be out there in the streets. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Raffle, that's legal?
Raffle?
Yeah, raffle means you collect the money.
People raffle stuff all the time. All these schools illegal with these daggone Boston butts and gift cards. What's illegal about a raffle?
That's like a lottery.
You're paying a service?
No, they can't do that. That's a lottery.
Oh, okay.
They'll do something to me.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, they can
purchase.
They can purchase a product, and from purchasing the product, they then will be eligible to win.
I think you have to make it available for people. That's a sweepstakes. I think you have to make it
available for people, even if they don't make a purchase.
Even if they don't make a purchase.
Yeah, they just don't know that their name not going in the same pool.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops. Read the fine print.
Okay. Mill M says, I talked to my first seller today, and they told me their 2-bedroom, 2-bath is in living condition with a pool, 1,400 square feet. Without an appraisal, she wants $275K. Bazillo says the Zestimate is $198K. Do I mention that?
You could. I want to ask them how did they arrive at their number. Now Zillow may be off, and they may be right on point as far as what they think the ARV is on the property. So you have to do your more due diligence beyond, well, not really beyond Zillow. You have to know how to really dive into the comparable sales there on Zillow. So it doesn't mean that they're wrong on their number. Possibly that they are. But at the end of the day, you could say it and mention it, and you want to ask them, "Hey, how did you arrive at that number?" I'm sure we're showing from our numbers we're significantly lower, on what it probably would appraise for an excellent condition or whatever. So,
okay, cool. Tia says, when you come into Atlanta.
You know what? As close as Atlanta is, when the last time you don't count when you go to the airport, do you?
No.
Yeah. Okay, when I went to when I went to Las Vegas, was it that 4th of July week? Not 4th, well, around that time. I had took the shuttle over there, and that was I don't want to do that again.
What you tell me it for when I asked you?
I was just answering your question.
It was bad?
Well, I don't like. Okay, so when they picked me up from Birmingham Airport, we went out to their facility, headed to Atlanta and Leeds, had to wait on somebody out there. And then we went on over. That was okay. The time was allotted for it. So, but when I was supposed to come back from Las Vegas, I was going to have to wait at least 3 hours for them, right? Once I landed. And I just scheduled a different flight to fly right into Birmingham. I just paid, more money to do it or whatever, because I ain't, that was just impatience and more money than I got sense in that situation, I guess. But I didn't want to. Nah. But I would just drive. Next time I would just drive over there if I'm going to do it because the ticket is cheaper. But what you may not know, and okay, so obviously Atlanta's one of the, I guess they say it's the busiest airport in the world.
It is.
And so that flights are going to be cheaper than they are in Birmingham, depending on where you're going. Like sometimes significantly cheaper, especially when you get them sort of last minute or whatever. So it was like normally when it's just a couple of $100, I don't trip about it. When the flight difference is just a couple, sometimes it don't even be that, like if what it is in Atlanta, what it is here. But in this situation, it was like $500 difference. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it was a direct flight from Atlanta, where there wasn't a direct flight from here. I was going to lay over somewhere, whatever. So I just felt that it was I think it was 1,000. No, it wasn't 1,000. It was between 500 and 750 difference.
A whole nother ticket difference.
Well, I guess you want to look at it like that, yeah. So anyway, so that's how that went. So that's what the point was. You asked about coming to Atlanta, and one of my best friends lives over there. Well, me and her talk all the time, and we may go 3 or 4 years without seeing each other. And she lived right there. You know what I'm saying? And so, it really no reason I'm not over there more than what I am. So.
The question was when, not how long it's been.
I don't know.
Not why you went through that. Not what you did when you got there.
Hey, I guess
when you're coming.
I guess I'm saying I don't know.
Okay.
I'm getting like them pastors and
stuff. I stay on the subject.
I complain of Pastor, when we gonna have the Usherberg meeting? Sister Johnson, she called me last week, and when I had a prayer with her, she was having. That was a yes or no question, Pastor.
Don't worry about it. You ain't telling me where it is. I ain't coming. Boom, we're done.
Yeah, I'm getting like them.
Yeah.
That was a yes or no question, man.
God, dog. Mob Doc. So earlier you mentioned about someone who maybe wholesaling wasn't for them. So I like Mob Doc's question is, what does it take to become a wholesaler? I would love to learn how to become a wholesaler. So let's talk about the you got to have. What is that?
So what does it take to become a wholesaler, right? Well, really with anything, obviously you got to want to do it. All right. And it goes a long way of knowing what to do. It goes a long way of succeeding at something if you simply know what to do. So that starts with the education. So you got to get your mind right. Hey, I'm not going to just watch a few videos and go out there and try to find some houses. No, I know it's more to it than that. So the right mindset is key, and expectations, right? And understand that, hey, I would love to be able to do a deal in the next 30 days, but don't have that expectation. If it takes me, now assuming that you're pursuing it and not just tinkering, once you've educated yourself, you're to a point where, I'm comfortable. I might have a few more questions, but I'm comfortable with the process. I understand that it boils down to, I got to go find great deals, period. Whether it's houses, whether it's land, whether it's apartments, whether it's any form of commercial real estate, at the end of the day, I got to find great deals. Now, finding great deals now means, do you know a great deal when you do find one, right? Because there's plenty of people that want to sell a piece of real estate, but most of them as far as wholesalers, they want to sell it at a price that doesn't make sense for us, right? So you have that expectation that most of the people that you talk to are not going to sell at a price that works for you as a wholesale deal. Most won't, but enough will. Now, there are some other things you could do. If the price doesn't work for a cash wholesale deal, there may be some opportunities for some owner financing. All right. But what does it take? That mindset that, hey, I got to have the patience to educate myself. Say, well, where am I going to get the education? You're right here. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. So we got that part solved. So once you educate yourself, now you say, what's the first thing I do after I educate myself? You're going to do one or two things, or you can start to do them at the same time. You can leverage just Facebook and Facebook groups and go out and build a buyer's list for whatever market or markets you want to target. Once you build that group of investors that want to buy, 10 would be a good number. You probably find that in a couple of hours on Facebook. Then you go, then you want to reach out to them. And sometimes and when they make a comment on a property that's posted for sale, they'll tell you what they want. So there's really no reason to reach out to some of them. But the ones that you don't know, they say, hey, contact me. I may buy this house. I want this house. Don't show, whatever they say. You reach out to them, say, hey, I seen you posted on Facebook. I'm going to have houses or deals similar to this. Is this the only, what is your buy box? You mean what areas, what price range? How many do you buy per year? What else am I missing? What level of repairs that you like to deal with? Boom. And so now you have that buyers list. Now you will leverage other wholesalers' hard work. A lot of wholesalers go out there and find deals, put them under contract, have no clue on how to find a buyer for real or whatever. And so you just match the two up and boom. But the first thing is that mindset that you going to have the patience to educate yourself. That is so important. I harp on that a lot because I know the amount of questions that I get, and I can tell depending on where the question comes from that they haven't consumed enough of the content, right? I know they have consumed some of it, but like Miss Favors, this is her first time seeing me, and she said first time she's hearing about wholesaling. I'm assuming I think that was the right person. Then yeah, she has the ways to go, but that's fine. Hey, I wasn't born knowing this stuff, but I was willing to educate myself, so and understood, hey, it was an opportunity that, could change my financial situation and the people I care about forever, possibly.
Okay. So One Southgate Enterprises says, Flip and oh, you put my name in there right. He said, Adria, you my new best friend.
How you spell that?
How you say that?
I
Adria,
said it
Adrian,
right.
Adriana. You don't even say Adria.
What I say?
You don't ever say my name.
What I say then? What do I say?
What's happening, baby girl? You say baby girl. Other than nothing. You don't say my name. You just start talking. And I don't say Ty, I say boss.
I do say your name.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
When you say it, you don't say it right. Could you be playing?
Next question.
Okay. Dang. I'm gonna call you out. Okay, so Flip and Adria. Not so much Adria, because I don't know. What's your take on Maryland making wholesaling illegal?
I haven't heard that.
I Googled it.
And what they said.
It says wholesaling isn't illegal anywhere. You just have to make sure you follow the legal boundaries dictated by law, which is
I hadn't heard it. And if they quote unquote they make it quote unquote illegal, normally they just don't want you to have a real estate license.
Yep.
So technically it won't be legal, just like driving without a license. You know what I'm saying? So, yep. But I hadn't heard that. Doesn't mean it's not true, but I hadn't heard that. So not that I know of a thing.
I'm just saying a business license, including retailers and wholesalers.
Yeah.
So. Yep. All right. Ooh. So let's talk about it. Let me throw it up there. What's the thumbnail? Bam. Some little kid yelling at the flip man who got his ears plugged and looking at his watch like he got somewhere better to be, saying, I can wholesale houses. So it's like, I can wholesale houses, or like, I can. Like, okay.
Screaming, spitting on me.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, now I'm not sure what the age range of individuals that are here, but I get messages, DM, texts from the 205-964-5243 number from people of all ages. So today's topic is motivated seller says I sound young. Does age matter when wholesaling houses or wholesaling real estate? No, it doesn't, because you can always leverage. If someone, let's take it from a couple approaches. Okay. Someone that's 15 and someone that's 75. Okay. So the person that's 15, you may sound 15. Okay. So when you're talking to someone, if you sound like you know what you're talking about, they will less likely hear the 15-ism in your voice versus, hey, this person can help me. Now, if you experience that a lot after talking to sellers, guess what? Be smarter than what I was. Anytime when I started, when you have a weakness in anything that you do or something that may be viewed negative about you, guess what you do? You get people to either hire or work with you, or you partner with, that will fill in the gap for you, right? You get someone, a friend, a family member that is of age to work with you on it. Now, I know sometimes that can be difficult, convincing family members to work with you, or friends, especially in something in the business world. But don't let that stop you. It may be someone that you don't even know that you network with on through social media or whatever. So don't let that stop you. So, like as I was on my diatribe a moment ago, just educate yourself on the process, and that age won't be that big of a factor. Okay. All right. Now, say you're on the other end of the spectrum. You're 75. I get quite a few people that message me that are in that age range, baby boomers. Then of course they're not going to question you as far as your age, because a lot of times people assume that you may do have money when you're that age, whether it's true or not. And it's not that they have to think that or what. I'm just saying they may assume it. Now, sometimes individuals in that age bracket, they may be a little bit more challenged as far as the tech stuff. That's probably why I get a lot of requests for the contract in their hand, because that's what they're accustomed to. But, again, I wasn't born knowing this stuff, the little stuff I know tech-wise. I was willing to learn. That's the main thing. You just got to be willing to learn. Or you bring someone in, maybe a relative that's more tech savvy than you are, because you don't have to do it that way. I'm just saying it just makes it a little easier, the more tools you can use. But you bring someone in that is more tech savvy. That's all you do. Or don't be afraid to ask for help. And on top of that, anything that's dealing with tech, a lot of you all on YouTube watching this right now. It is an unbelievable source to learn anything you want to know about something that's technical, right? Any device. It's going to be an immense amount of information and resources on doing just the very simple things, from sending the email, from doing a copy and paste, just the simple things. You're going to have tons of videos to explain to you how to do it. So to answer the question, does age matter when wholesaling houses? No, it does not. You just have to understand it still starts with educating yourself and filling the holes with others on things that you're maybe viewed as negative, or you're weak at, you're not that strong at. So, boom.
All right. Thank you. Nobody wanted to join us tonight.
Oh, I guess, I don't think we had no tech issues on that, but that's cool. Yeah, we've been rolling pretty hard, guys. We appreciate Adrian making this a smooth operation tonight. Again, I think Renika will be back next week. So where this was Flippinar 256. Again, what I said, we got the domain names available with coaching, AtlantaCashBuyers.com. Go to the site, select the, go around the site. We revamped it or whatever. We redesigned it. We also have CashBuyersOfDallas.com and CashBuyersOfPhilly.com. With any of those, you get coaching through unlimited deals with me if you make the purchase. So if you're in those markets or you want to do business in those markets, hey, get a head start on it, whether you're already doing it or you're brand new. So before we get out of here, subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. Boom. We out.
All right.
Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. Text me then I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. Text me then I'll text you back. TikTok, you don't stop. I will help you make your paper stack. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? 205-964-52439. Yep. 205-964